Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm gonna give you 10 high heat bangers. When it's hot out, these will do exceptionally well in the high heat. Hotter, the better. Let's just get it started with number one. Azado's Chrome Extreme. This, you gotta have in a list like this. This is like a bluish, fresh, clean fragrance that has cashmeran, juniper berries, citruses, amber, C notes, but also mandarin. There's I swear that there's a little bit of ginger to this one as well. But it's fresh, it's clean, it's woody, it's blue. This kind of feels like it's gonna cool you down in some ways. Just like psychologically, like cool you down when it's really hot. Like myself, I hate summertime. I just don't do well in the high heat. This will do very well. Like this will help someone like me who just doesn't like the summertime to kind of relax. This can be worn both to school and work. It's good enough for the office. Sometimes when you go to work, like if I worked in an office and I'm a blue collar guy, I don't want to smell like fantastic where I get all this notice. I just want to be like, I want to do my job, I want to wear something that's inoffensive, that's not going to garner a lot of attention, and just do my work. This is clean and fresh, which is the type of fragrance that you want for work, but just add some blueness to it. Longevity is going to be about 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number two. This one is just one of the best from Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss, Hugo Now. Now, this one is just fresh, clean, it's cooling because it has that ice note, which is just so weird. It's like an ice cube note, but it also has mint, watery notes, lavender, lemon zest, vetiver, and maybe a little bit of sandalwood or maybe some cedar. I'm not sure, but what this is, it's just fresh, clean, mass appealing, easy to wear. It's laid back. Now this can be worn to both school and work, but this is a better option when it comes to your office fragrance. This comes across as a little bit more casual, but the ice accord in this, when you are very hot, like when it's like a balmy, like let's say 32 degrees Celsius, that's like over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, this will add that pep to your step because it's kind of like when you open up a refrigerator or a freezer, like you're gonna grab something cold to drink just to help clear your mind. This, like the cold air against your hot, clammy skin, the freshness from that is what this is in a bottle. It's just fantastic. Oh, absolutely. The downside with this one here is the performance. It's not the longest lasting, but it's not bad. You're just gonna have to reapply as the day goes by because you're gonna get anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. Fragrance number three, this is a recent acquisition in my collection. I had it at one time, then I sold it, and then just me being stupid, I'm like, God, man, I wish I didn't sell it, so I had to rebuy it. Perry Ellis 2018. Now this comes across as a little bit, in some ways, a little bit classical, but it's classical and modern. What makes that classical touch is the geranium. It has a little bit of an old school feel, but what this is a clean, fresh, out of the shower scent with geranium, rosemary, oak moss, verbena. So the oak moss, the geranium, the verbena does give it that classical feel in some ways, but I get a soapy, fresh cleanness from this one here. But throw in some lavender, rosemary, sandalwood, and I believe maybe a little bit of vetiver, and voila. I find that this fragrance here might resonate a little bit more with someone who's a little bit older. Not like old manish, but someone in their mid-20s can rock this, no problem. But for a fresh, clean fragrance, it just has a little bit more going on, you know, and it's a Perry Ellis scent. Perry Ellis has different bottles, so they got like the blue one, like pure blue. They got this one, which I think this one came out first. They got a red one, they got a black one. I think that one, the black one's called like Midnight. I got a bottle there, it's not even opened up yet, but this just has a little bit more going on. It's an everyday scent that's actually amazing for the office. Like I stated in the beginning, I'm a blue collar worker. So if you're not familiar with this channel, I'm a city bus driver here in Toronto. This would do very well in both lines of work, but it does have that hint of maturity. So I'm thinking someone who's a little bit older, like 30 and up might appreciate this one a little bit more. Longevity of this is going to be about 5 to 7 hours. Because of this video is a high heat banger, I gotta represent the ends. Free plug for my man Bishop Brigante, banger. He is a hip hop legend in Toronto. Recording artist who's been doing it for 20 plus years and has just amassed an amazing catalog. He's got music, movies, merch, link down below, free plug, love the guy. Fragrance number 4, I've gotta have this one because this one is just, it's a summer staple. It's been around for a long time. I think it came out in like maybe 04, but it's definitely a little bit more of an older fragrance. Kenneth Cole Reaction. Now, for an actual bottle, like a tester, you can get this for under $20 USD. Like, I think you can get it for like 16 to 18 bucks. So you really can't go wrong. This one here is just super fresh. It's clean. It's fruity. So it's got like melon, watermelon, I believe some apples, some like different citruses. I think there's like 3 different citruses: lavender, musk, lily of the valley, and sandalwood. So what this is, it's just a fresh, fruity, clean, citrusy scent that's quite aromatic with a musky, woody base and like a slight floral touch from that lily of the valley. It's like a little bit of greenness to it. This is a bit of an older scent, as I stated, and this is more casual. It's perfect for school, but it's also just great for like lounging around doing absolutely nothing. You know, you can wear it to work if you want. I don't find that this really comes across as like professional. And mind you, the first 3 fragrances are not really professional, but this one here and the Perry Ellis, they just smell like more professional in some ways, even though that they're great casually. This is just more casual. It's white t-shirt, it's jeans, that's what it's pretty much is. Longevity off this, not the best, so you're just gonna have to reapply it. It ranges anywhere from 3 to 5 hours. Fragrance number 5, you have to have something from this list in a video like this. Just a summer fragrance. La Coste L1212 Jaune or Yellow. This is a very fresh, effervescent, sparkling scent. What adds that sparkling accord is going to be that tonic water. It just smells really good, but it's got like tonic water, grapefruit. I could have sworn that there was some lemon zest. There's some apple, coriander, amber, sandalwood, and I believe some cardamom. There is a warm, spicy nuance to this one, so it might be the coriander or it might be the cardamom if it's listed there, but it's fresh, sparkling. It's got that like a nice warm spicy nuance with a nice woody dry down. Overall, it's a very underrated scent. This one just doesn't get a lot of mention when it comes to this brand. Like for some reason, it's just like the Lacoste Blanc, like the white one. That's just the most popular one. You have other great scents from this line. You got like the blue, the green, which are a little bit harder to find, but they're actually pretty solid, and you can still get them for a relatively good price. You got the black one, the Noir, which is a little bit heavier because it's got like watermelon, which is more of a fresh note, but it's got cacao to add a little bit of depthness to it. But this one here, just very under the radar. This does lean more casual, but you can wear it to work. But for me, it's just casual, but also school. Longevity, 4 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 6, let's go back to the brand of Azzaro, and that's going to be Chrome Sport. This is definitely a summer staple for a lot of us in the community. So this has like a nice musk dry down. It's got like 4 different citruses, including bitter orange. It's got grass, aquatics, ginger, and there's something else in that. It's got to be some sort of woods, whether it's sandalwood or like maybe like a type of cedar. Regardless, what it is, it's just a beyond the fresh scent. Like you would think that there's lavender, but apparently there's not. But I get like maybe like a slight lavender accord, but citrus, citrus, citrus. Gotta say it again, citruses, all right? Musk, fresh, clean, grassy. So it's a little bit green, but with a nice woody, musky base. Just a phenomenal fragrance that came out of, I believe, in like 2010. Regardless, like when I came into this community like 10 years ago, this was very popular. It was like kind of like forgotten for a number of years. Then Ross from TLTG, shout out to him, kind of like brought it back into the forefront because this is just a phenomenal fragrance that needs to get that attention, right? So Ross has just did an amazing job with his channel, but also bringing this one back, because if it wasn't for him, I probably would have just completely forgot about it. This is more casual than anything, but you can wear it to work. But for me, it's casual in school. It's just like an everyday wear, all right? And also for sports fragrance, it's also a good gym scent. Longevity is going to be about 5 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 7, this one is going to be a little bit older. It's actually the oldest one in this list, and it came out in like 97 or 98. Burberry's Weekend. When I first smelled this, like back in like, it's gotta be like 2012 or 2013, I'm like, this smells really bad, really synthetic. It's a little cheap, I'm not gonna lie. But I bought this like maybe like last year, I'm like, it's not so bad, but it definitely does have that cheap synthetic quality. What this is it got like 4 or 5 different citruses. Lemon is the main one, however. It's got musk, honey to add a little bit of sweetness, ivy, it's got some oak moss, and I believe something else. What this is, it's just a fresh, cheaply synthetic scent, which I like, I gotta admit, that's just very lemony. Kind of has that lemon pledge vibe in some ways, but fresh, clean, citrusy, musky, a little sweet. That honey is not overly prominent, but a little bit green as well. This is definitely going to resonate way more with the older guys, like people like my age, right? So I'm 45, so you more than likely have rocked this when you're a younger guy, or you still rock it to this very day. But if you're like a millennial or like a Gen Zer, you may not like this one. I do encourage you to try it out though, because you just might like it. But again, it does have that late 90s or just that 90s cologne vibe. Casual, it's perfect for the office as well, especially if you're an older guy. Longevity is going to be about 4 to 5 hours, sometimes 6. Fragrance number 8 is probably going to be the most popular one, or I should say the most second popular one in this list, but it's definitely my favorite from this list. Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Forever. Now this stuff is just phenomenal. This came out last year in 2021, and this was in neither a hate or love scent. Me, I loved it at the time. I'm like, I'm not buying a bottle, but I got this for about, I think it was like 70 or 80 bucks. What it is, it's an over-the-top, authentic grapefruit, very like sour, tart, and bitter. Now, if you don't like grapefruit and you don't like sour tart fragrances, this is one that you're not gonna like. But for me, that grapefruit is just so authentic and genuine. But there's musk, violet leaves to add that aromatic touch. There's a little bit of ozonicness to this one here. There's vetiver and some sort of green note. So fresh, citrusy, tart, bitter, aromatic as hell, but also with a smidge of greenness. Longevity off this is going to be about 6 to 8 hours. This is perfect for casual, but it's also a great work scent. This is not gonna, even though that I did state that this is like tart and sour, this is not gonna offend people. It's not gonna make people like wrinkle their nose. It might if you first spray it, but the dry down, once it starts to settle down, the tartness from it is still there, but it's not gonna turn people off. So you could do about 5 sprays and not really worrying about offending people. Longevity, once again, is gonna be about 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 9, I would say that this one is the most popular one in this list. I don't have an official bottle, but I do have a travel spray from the brand, and that's gonna be Acqua di Gio Profondo. I only need a travel spray. If they were more reasonably priced, I would probably get a bottle, but I'm not spending like $80, $90 for a freaking 50 ml. Mind you, I probably spent more, actually no, I did spend more than I should have for this travel spray, but I'm okay with that because this is all I need. But this one here, boy, this one here is blue, it's aquatic, it's fresh, it's marine. You're definitely gonna get that sea salty accord, but there's mineral notes, lavender, rosemary, bergamot, but also some woods towards the base. This is just a fresh, aquatic, salty, woody scent with some lavender. Phenomenal scent. If this was more reasonably priced, I would have gotten a bottle, and like I think it's the Profondo Lights, even better, more fresher, a little bit like not as blue, but this stuff itself is just phenomenal. This is casual, it's school, but I also think it's professional enough for the office. This is an haute de parfum. Longevity is going to be the best out of all of these ones here. Longevity is going to be about 7 to 8 hours. And fragrance number 10 is going to be Hugo Boss Hugo Reverse. This one here only has like 4 notes. It's got like rosemary, vetiver, bergamot, but also grapefruit. What it is, it's just a fresh, clean scent, like very fresh, with like a nice herbaceous rosemary, and that backbone is going to be that vetiver. It's nothing unique, nothing new, but for a Hugo Boss scent, it does smell a little bit different. Like, I think that there's some lavender to this one here. In my opinion, there is. But it's just safe, fresh, clean, mass appealing, citrusy with like herbal undertones of rosemary and woods. Easy to wear, it's ageless. All of these fragrances here are pretty much ageless. Some might be a little bit more, you know, a little bit more grown or a little bit more juvenile, like not juvenile, but youthful. This one here is a little bit more grown just because it's a little bit dated. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit older. But also this one here, this one might come across as a little bit more youthful because of the watermelon, the melon. I believe there's a little bit of apple to that one as well. But this one here is just ageless. It's casual, but it's great for the office. It's perfect for school. Longevity is gonna be about 5 to 7 hours. And guys, that's it. I just gave you 10 designer fragrances that are high heat bangers. Hotter, the better. These will do so exceptionally well when it's very hot outside, all right? Any reviews that I've done on these, they will all be down in the description box below. I did do another video like this, so check out this corner here. And if you want to see another summer video, completely random, I don't even know, check out that corner there. And if you like this very video, leave me one of these. And thank you for your time, take care, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.